This video is about Maurice Ravel's Boléro. I'll explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Maurice Ravel was a French composer known for his unique music. He was born in 1875 and died in 1937. Ravel wrote many works, including operas, ballets, and orchestral pieces. One of his most famous works is Boléro, which he composed in 1928. He had a great influence on 20th century music. The Boléro is a very famous musical work by Maurice Ravel. The piece is written for a large orchestra and has a very simple but effective structure. It consists of a repetitive melody and a constant rhythm, which together form an exciting development throughout the piece. The Boléro lasts about 15 minutes. The Boléro has a very special form that sets it apart from other pieces of music. It begins very quietly and gradually gets louder as the melody is played by different instruments. The melody remains almost the same as the piece progresses. This structure creates a growing sense of tension. At the end, the Boléro reaches a powerful and dramatic climax. Ravel used many different instruments to create the Boléro. At the beginning, you hear a flute playing the melody, accompanied by a soft drum. Gradually, other instruments such as clarinets, saxophones, and horns join in. Each instrument contributes to the sound, becoming richer and fuller. The snare drum plays a constant, even rhythm throughout, which is considered typical of the Boléro. The harmony in Boléro is relatively simple, as the piece remains mainly in C major. However, the rhythm is special and very characteristic. The constant rhythmic figure of the drum gives the piece a Spanish atmosphere. The rhythm remains the same throughout the piece, which, together with the repetitive melody, creates a hypnotic effect. The Boléro was first performed in Paris on November 22, 1928. The piece was played by the orchestra of the Paris Opera, conducted by Walther Strarum. The premiere was a great success and the audience was fascinated by the music. Despite its simplicity, the Boléro quickly became one of Ravel's most popular works. Although Boléro was originally written as ballet music, it is now most often performed as a concert piece. Many people find Boléro fascinating because it is so different from other pieces of music. It shows how you can achieve a great effect with just a few musical elements. Boléro has also inspired many discussions about its meaning and style. In Ravel's Boléro, each instrument has a special role. The flute and clarinet are the first to introduce the melody. Later, the bassoon, saxophone, and finally the trumpets and trombones join in. Each instrument contributes its own sound, which helps the music to develop constantly, even though the melody remains the same. The music of Boléro has a strong effect on listeners. Many describe the piece as meditative and intense. The steady increase in volume and the repetitive melody create a special atmosphere. Boléro remains an unforgettable experience for many, and the piece is also very popular with young people.